You're listening to The Bird Bath. Welcome back to The Bird Bath. Each week we scrape the surface of the news you need to know, so let's get into it. Kicking us off this week are two stories that go hand in hand and maybe make us think a little bit more about the human-animal bond and how you want to participate in it and what it really means not only for the human but also for the animal. So a new report from Mars and Calm, which is a leading mental health company, found that 6 in 10 pet owners revealed they prefer to spend time with their pets when feeling stressed. So the global survey, which included 30,000 pet owners, so pretty impressive number there, found that the majority of pet owners, 58%, prefer to spend time with their pets when feeling stressed, more than those who say their partners, family, or even children or friends they turn to. So pets are the top winner when we're having a tough time. Now, 83% of those people surveyed believe their pet has positively impacted their mental well-being. Pretty interesting there. I think it's something that is probably a no-brainer for a lot of us, especially in the animal health space, that our animals, not only do they help and make us feel better and really join us in that in those feelings, but they're a really great sounding board and a way for people to have someone else to listen when they're feeling a little bit of extra stressors or difficulties there. The survey went on and said that more than half of pet owners say that their pets provide company without the need to talk during stressful time, while others find chatting with their pets to be really helpful. 23% said their pet provided a space for them to express worries or concerns without expecting a response. I, for one, will raise my hand as saying that for sure. It's a really nice opportunity to have just your companion there and your sidekick to hear what's going on and maybe talk through things that you want to get off your chest or just get through it. And Dr. Tammy King, who's a specialist in the human-animal interactions, said reframing your pet's daily interruptions as loving reminders to pause, breathe, and be present can be a powerful wellness tool. Research shows that touch-based pet interactions can boost oxytocin levels in humans. The findings of this survey will help more people reflect on and acknowledge the little well-being moments pets nudge us towards on a daily basis. So, really cool study there that shows what I think a lot of us already knew and already felt was that, yeah, having your pets around can really help lower those stressors that you have in your life. Now, the question is, where are those stressors going? Well, a study from researchers at Radford University and the University of Wisconsin-Madison show that dog owners' job stresses cross over to their pets via work-related rumination. To put that into simple terms, basically, if you're stressed, you are maybe relieving your stress by being with your pet, but it's also something that your dogs can very easily pick up. They understand where you're feeling those stresses, and in turn, that rumination and that sort of anxiety that you might be having around work transfers over to your dogs as well. So they found, and the survey was from owner-reported observations and changes within their pets. And they said that dogs showed increased restlessness, barking or whining, destructive behavior, and decreased playfulness or enthusiasm. It was obviously owner perception and behavior reports. The owners reported that their dog's behavior changed when their stress level was higher as well. Anytime that the pet was sort of given the brunt or the load of those stressors, they saw a change in the outcome for their animal. So maybe to take this and come out with some positive outcomes or some ways to tackle this, right? If you are just unloading your stresses onto your dog, it's going to negatively affect them. Just like other humans can absorb your stresses, your dogs can absorb your stresses too. But if you look at the report with Mars and Calm, the idea that your pets and especially your dogs can be a reason to get outside and to move and to exercise those stressors out of your body, or to, take that nudge or that bump from your buddy to just help you feel a little bit brighter. Think about it as an opportunity to have your partner and your sidekick helping you work through those stressors, but know that just like you're feeling them, you don't want to unload them on them. So take care of your dogs. I guess that's the bottom line. Take care of yourselves, take care of your dogs, and really understand that, the human-animal bond is a two-way street. Now, going from two-way street to two proposed specialties. You guys like that one? That was a bit of a reach for putting things together, but the AVMA reported that two proposed veterinary specialists or specialties are under consideration: acupuncture and embryo transfer. The American Board of Veterinary Specialists has put out a call for public comment, which I will link in the show notes, to assess these new proposed specialties. The American Board of Veterinary Acupuncturists and the American Embryo Transfer Association have asked to be recognized veterinary specialty organizations, which, we love the acronyms. It's the RVSOs. The committee is looking at this, and they're now collecting sort of a public opinion to understand. Acupuncture has been growing consistently, estimated between 4,000 to 5,000 veterinarians in the U.S. that have completed acupuncture certifications. And approximately 80% of these practitioners work primarily with small animals. It's definitely something that we're seeing continuous growth on, and I've actually talked to quite a few doctors that have gone through these trainings as well. Now, the American Academy of Veterinary Acupuncturists isn't new on the scene. They were admitted to the AVMA House of Delegates in 2014, but they did apply for recognition as specialists in 2016, and that was actually denied then. So they're going back, they're looking at it some more and trying to figure out how they can dig deeper in to be able to get more of those specialty certifications or designations. Now, for the embryo transfer, the American Embryo Transfer Association committee said that reproductive technology is a unique and specialized field in veterinary medicine that requires extensive training and mastering the technical and invasive skills. As someone that's gone through the human versions of a lot of these things, I can definitely put a big thumbs up that it is not just child's play, although it does make children when played properly. The ideas here are really big. Clinical applications take place on several species, from 500, these are crazy numbers, 565,000 plus bovine embryo transfers in the US in 2023. It's a huge impact. It's something, actually, as I've been spending more time talking with ag folks as well, something we see a lot of conversation around. As a matter of fact, the company that won the pitch contest at the Casey Animal Health Corridor Summit last year was working on embryo transfer and the improved quality of the overall process there. So really interesting thing to see. The AVMA right now already recognizes 22 specialty organizations and 46 specialties. And the primary purpose here of the public comments are to gauge both the distinctiveness of the proposed specialty from current recognized veterinary specialty organizations and recognized veterinary specialists, as well as the public need for and potential acceptance of a veterinary specialty in the intended facets of veterinary medicine. So go let your voice be heard if it's something that you're passionate for, against, or even if you're just thinking about something down the middle there. Make sure that you have your voice heard. It's always important, and I know the AVMA is always looking for people to say what they are thinking. Now, a place where people are saying what they're thinking is a new proposed class action lawsuit by veterinary interns that has been brought against quite a few very, very large defendants here. So it's a federal antitrust lawsuit by two former veterinary interns that alleges conspiracy among professional associations, veterinary schools, and animal hospitals to suppress wages and competitions for veterinary interns and residents. The two veterinary interns take the shots here at the Veterinary Internship and Residency Matching Program, which is handled and sponsored by the AAVMC, which a lot of people know. They also named quite a few independent practices, some larger corporate groups. They named some very, very large universities, as well as a few other businesses. So it was an interesting one to look at. The overall complaint here is that they're saying that every single person that was a resident between April 2021 to now, which is estimated to be about 5,000 of these individuals, should be notified of the potential opportunity to participate in this class action suit. From both sides of it, the idea here is that the matching program is intended to allow the needs of the interns to be able to be met and allow them to find the right place to work where people are looking for their work. The suit states that they require applicants to accept employment no matter where they're matched. They don't allow applicants to negotiate or accept a position with the program participating or with another institute before the match results. They argue that the prohibition of employers from making commitments or contracts prior to the notification is anti-competitive. They, in general, just sort of don't like the idea that once you enter into the matching pool, whether it's a practice looking to do the matching or it's an intern looking to do the matching, you're pretty much bound by what happens there. Additionally, they discuss the issue with wages and the wages that were around half of what graduating students secured based on the AVMA's recent Economic State of the Veterinary Profession report. So a lot of stuff there. There's both sides of it. I have not dug in here to really be able to give you my take on which side is right. The folks that are at the AAVMC and proponents of the matching program state that this is something that's very normal. It's very similar to what has been happening within the human healthcare space for a very long time. And in a response previously, the attorney on the defense said, as Congress has specifically recognized, matching programs like the VIRMP, which is the matching program, are pro-competitive, serving the interests of both graduates and internship residency programs by removing the pressure and chaotic nature that would exist absent this program. We are confident the court will agree, and we intend to vigorously defend this lawsuit. There were a lot of folks that did not comment on this. I look forward to sort of seeing where this goes. Having seen the internship programs that happen for law firms and CPAs and those sort of things, I don't think we want to see the insanity that surrounds that leaking into the veterinary space, but you never know what can happen. So stay tuned to see where that goes. Finally, I wanted to hit on this last week that I just had. I spent about a week on the road going to Boston for the Animal Health Nutrition Technology Innovation event put on by Casaco, where a lot of incredible people got together. It was really interesting because I followed that up by going to the Symposium on Artificial Intelligence in Veterinary Medicine that Cornell put on. And the thing that was fun about pairing these two events together was that at the event in Boston, there was obviously conversations around big data, AI models, and how AI is utilized in practice. But a lot of those things stopped at the conversation of scribing and the utilization of AI in radiology and a little bit of conversation around predictive analytics and diagnostic support. But when we got to Cornell, the world felt like it took a jump 40 years into the future, which in AI is usually about a week's time. And there were conversations around the utilization of AI to better understand the dairy production and yield by, cattle, the utilization of AI models as a way to better understand wound healing techniques, the depth at which people are looking at and utilizing artificial intelligence to affect the way that medicine can be practiced and understood is astronomical. I listen to a lot of these incredibly intelligent people speak, and it blew my mind. So there's going to be obviously lots of follow-up that comes from both of these events, and they both were spectacular and very, very different on both sides. But it was something that I really enjoyed getting to dig in and understand just the different ways that people both from industry and more C-suite folks are looking at technology versus where the academics and researchers and really people that have that drive to sit down and dig into what the models can do and what sort of excited them. So to everyone that I had the opportunity to meet both in Boston and in Ithaca, thank you so much. I thoroughly enjoyed all the time. And a special thank you to Madison Alig with Radimal for organizing so many incredible things and so many opportunities for us to get up to Cornell and tour the university and the medical school, or tour the university and the large hospital and the lab and everything. So to everyone that I met, again, thank you so much. It was a wonderful week. I'm home and happy to be home, but really enjoyed learning so much that's going to just be making waves for the next year. And if you want to learn more about these other stories and where AI is going in our space, join by subscribing to our Substack. There's always a link in the bio. And don't miss out on any episodes by subscribing and rating the show. For the Bird Bath, I'm Ryan Leach. See you next week.